The VLOOKUP function. The VLOOKUP function arguments include the lookup value, table array, a column number, and whether Excel is looking through a range or an exact match. I'm going to use my grading rubric as an example. I want to have Excel look up the student's percent and assign a letter grade to it. First, I had to create a table array. Notice that I'm using a decimal value in the table array, and the grading rubric shows a percent. That percent is just a format. Behind the scenes, 88% is really just a decimal value. The other important point to note here is that I am having Excel compare the student's percent earned on the assignment to a grade range. My range starts with 0 and progresses numerically upward to the 0.90 grade. This is essential for Excel. I've named my table array grade table. You can see this in the name box. The first argument, the lookup value, is the student's percent earned on the assignment, cell C14. The next argument is the name of the table or the table range. When you name a range, it's a global reference that Excel can work with regardless of the sheet it is on. If you use a range, you will have to include a sheet name with an exclamation mark followed by an absolute reference to the range. Sheet 1 exclamation $A $3 colon $B $7. Presuming you will be dragging the function. The third argument is the column number within the table array in which Excel will find the answer you are looking for. In this case, the letter grade is located in column 2 of our table. The fourth argument is optional. If you are having Excel look through a range of cells to find where a lookup value falls within that range, you can leave the last argument out and Excel assumes it's true. If you need an exact match, you must include the false argument. Heads up, Module 3 assignment includes both types of matches. The workbook tells you about nested functions. Here's an example of assigning letter grades to students based on their percentages would look if you used nested if functions instead of the VLOOKUP function. I'm sure this gives you an appreciation of the simplicity of the VLOOKUP function.